Hello, friends. My name is Bruhat Butch, and I am a design thinking practitioner. Now, when you listen about design thinking, there are many things that come to your mind, and there are many definitions that are going on around. So, what exactly is design thinking? Before I start telling you about design thinking, let me tell you a small story. Once there was a turtle and a fish, and they met at the banks of a river. And the turtle said, How are you? Fish said, I'm very well, thank you. How about you? And the turtle said, well, I'm fine as well, thank you very much. The fish responded by saying, Where do you live? And the turtle said, I live on land. The fish said, Land? Is there a world like land? And the turtle said, Of course, I live on that. The fish said, Let me ask you a few questions. The turtle said, Okay. And the fish started asking, All right, is land as peaceful as it is below the riverbed? The turtle said, No, it's not as peaceful. The fish said, Okay, can you swim on land? The turtle said, No, you can't swim on land. All right. So, is the ground as smooth and as fertile as the riverbed? And the turtle said, No, it's not as fertile as the riverbed. So, fish said, Come on. Land as a world does not exist, and it goes back into its world. Now, this is the problem with most of us today. We have a conditioned mindset and we live in this small, congested world of ours. And what we think is this is our world and there is no world beyond this. But what design thinking does is help you to think beyond your world into a completely different world altogether. And that is the beauty of this methodology. Design thinking has been told many things. It's another tool for innovation. It is process orientation. It is a step by step process. But it is none of that. The first thing is design thinking is a spiral bound process. You can pick up any stage from anywhere and just start doing depending on the kind of problem statement that you have. Design thinking goes through typically 5 stages. Stage 1 is empathize. Now, design thinking is a human centric approach, which means the human is at the center of everything. The solutions are designed for the human. This is where we conduct empathy interviews and understand what our user really needs. We map it out, and once we map it out, we know what are the real things that the user is desiring. This is the most important step in design thinking. The second step is defining the problem statement. Now, once you have all the needs, once you have all the desires, we convert that into a problem statement using the how might we technique. I call it defining and refining the problem statement. With this problem statement, what we can do is we can find multiple solutions to a single problem. And we can find multiple solutions to other problems as well. Stage 3 is the ideate stage. Here, we use visual ideation techniques to actually put whatever is there in our mind out on paper. And when we use these visual ideation techniques, what happens is people just go into a completely imaginative and creative world. What people don't know is that there is an extension to this step 3, which is called synthesizing. And synthesizing, I help clients create blueprints for short term, mid term, and long term using something called as the keys methodology. Once the ideation is done, once the visual things are ready, we then move to stage 4, which is prototyping. Now, again, when you hear the word prototyping, the first thing that comes to your mind is product. But what I help you to understand is that there is something called as a service prototype as well. And when you use product as well as service prototype, your world completely changes. We use pictorial techniques in order to make you understand what's the difference between a product and a process prototype, as well as we create service blueprints for you so that if you are from a service industry, this will help you to understand that prototyping is not only restricted to products. And the last and the final stage, that's stage 5, is testing with the final user. In addition to this, I also help you understand the design research methodologies and give you ready-made setups that you can use so that you can get the right solutions to the problem statement that you have defined. That said, design thinking is not only going to help you in the professional life, but trust me, it can also help you in your personal lives. And again, it is not restricted to corporate houses or MNCs or entrepreneurs. You, as an individual, also can use it. As a student, you can actually design your career journeys, and that is the beauty of this methodology. It is so flexible and adaptable that you can use it anywhere you want to. Because remember, my dear friends, design is a logical dream that will come true. It is not how it looks like. Design is how it works. Thank you.